Hey guys, I decided to do a video to show you how to do today's homework assignment for math. The actual assignment is this right here for you guys to figure out all of this information using this data on Jacksonville. These are the daily temperatures in Jacksonville, and then we're going to be comparing it to the data for Miami, which is everything that Mr. Malone did in his video. So I already started by putting these sets of numbers in order from least to greatest. So that's the first step in finding out all this information. So the first thing that we're going to figure out is the mean. And remember, Mr. Malone said that is when we add up all of these numbers and we divide by the number of the numbers that there are. And in this case, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's just start by adding all these up. So I got my calculator. Got 65, 67, 69, we've got 74 on there twice, 80, 81, 87, 88, 90, 92 is on there twice. So I'm just going to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, making sure I've got all 12 numbers, and I get a total of 959. Okay, and I'm going to divide that by 12 because that's how many numbers I have. So divided by 12, and I get 79.916 repeating. Okay, that's my mean. The median is whenever we find the center, the number in the center, after placing them in order from least to greatest. So I'm just going to mark these out, each one at a time, till I get to the middle. I've marked my fourth one, fifth one, and then we have an even number of numbers. So I have two numbers in the middle. So I need to find the number that is in the middle between 80 and 81. And this is pretty easy for us because 80 and 81 are consecutive numbers. So the number that falls in between 80 and 81 would be 80.5. So that is my median. Okay, then we can find the mode. The mode is the number that occurs most often. I have two 74s, and I also have two 92s. It looks like those are the only numbers that are listed more than one time. So I actually have two modes on this one. I have 74 and 92. Okay, the next thing that Mr. Malone wanted you to do was to do a dot plot of this data. And this is what he used for Miami. He just made a number line, and then he placed dots to represent each of the numbers. So that's what we're going to do. I already put the number line, and when you guys go to do this, the temperatures for Jacksonville are a lot more spread out. So you're going to have to write really small because we have a lot of numbers to write on this number line. So we start with 65, and there's one, so I'm going to put one dot above 65. There's one for 67. There is one for 69. There are two for 74, so that gets two dots. I have 80, 81, 87, 88, 90, and then I have the two dots for 92. And that's all you do for the dot plot. Okay, then we have to do the box and whisker plot, okay? And this is Mr. Malone's box and whisker plot for Miami, okay? He listed the sets of numbers twice so we could find the median of the first set, which we already did up here. And I'm just going to put a line in between the 80 and the 81 because 80.5 was our median. But now we're going to bring that straight down here, and we have to find the median of the median basically on each side. Okay, we're going to have to find the median of these sets of numbers and the median of these sets of numbers to figure out how we can make our box down here. So the first thing I'm going to do on our number line is to make the mark for the median of all sets of numbers, and that goes in the middle of our box. So that is down here at 80.5. I'm just gonna make a line like this, because that is gonna be the center of the box that we make, okay? Now we have to find the median of these sets of numbers from 65 to 80. So we're just gonna eliminate as we go. And once again, we have two numbers in the middle, okay? So we have to find the number that is in between 69 and 74, okay? We could kind of do this thing, but then again, we have these two numbers in the middle. And what number would be in between 71 and 72? It would be right, it would be 71.5. So I'm going to put 71.5 here just to show where my median is on this side. On this side, we can cross out on each side, and our two middle numbers are 88 and 90. This is a little bit easier because we can say 88, 89, 90. So 89 is going to be my median for this side. So I'm going to put a mark just like that. Now I can make my box. And as Mr. Malone said in his video when he was doing Miami, your whiskers are just your highest temperature and your lowest temperature. So we're going to put a dot for over here on 92 and a dot over here on 65, and we're just going to make our lines. Okay, now we are able to answer the questions, these last two questions. Which one has the higher center and which one has more variability? Okay, so let's start by looking at the center. Okay, we're going to compare Miami's center to our center. Okay, Miami's center was 84.5, and Jacksonville center is 80.5. So which we can tell that Jacksonville, oh actually it's Miami, has the higher center. So you guys can just write on your paper, you can write higher center, and you can put a little colon, and you can write Miami. Now what about the greater? I'm going to write this below here, variability. He actually put more variability. I think he'll figure out what we're trying to say here. So the greater variability is going to be the one that has mainly the highest range of numbers. And I think we can clearly tell Mr. Malone got to condense all his down because his only ranged from 76 to 91. Ours go all the way down to 65 to 92. So we have the greater variability for Jacksonville. Okay, I hope this helps you guys out. Really all you need to do is get you a piece of paper and include everything that we did here, and you can take a picture of it and upload it to Google Classroom, or you can email it to Mr. Malone. I would just let him know on Google Classroom that you did email him if that's what you choose to do.